Hi, I'm Dr. Leedy from Legacy Counseling Service. Thanks for joining me today. Today I want to talk to you about 3 different things that you can do on a daily basis that will help you manage stress and just frustrations of everyday life. So the first one is to practice gratitude or express appreciation. Today we tend to get very self-focused on things that we are doing, and we forget a lot of times to really just thank people for what they are doing for us. And when we do that, it really shifts our focus from on our own struggles and our own efforts to the connection we have with other people. So you can express appreciation in a lot of different ways. You can express it through verbal prayer, through written prayer. You can express it through a quick text or phone call to somebody or Facebook Messenger. Or you can go old school and you can send a thank you card or just some other kind of card to someone to let them know that you really appreciate what they've been doing in your life and for you. The second area that you can work on a daily basis is to practice being vulnerable with people. In our society today, we really like to put our best foot forward. We like to pretend that we have it all together all the time. But in reality, we all struggle with fears and anxieties and insecurities. We struggle with sadness. And when we keep all that to ourselves, it can feel very lonely and it can feel very isolating. So when you practice being vulnerable with somebody, really I'm just talking about, reaching out for some support. When you do that, when you talk to somebody or you let somebody know that you're struggling in a particular area, today, what you're likely going to get back is a lot of comfort, a lot of support, a lot of connection with somebody, so that you really feel like you're not alone in this anymore, that there's somebody that you can reach out to. But the more you keep things to yourself, the more that you're going to feel isolated and feel like it's a struggle just to handle the daily stressors of life. So just practice being vulnerable with some people in your life. Let them love on you a little bit, let them take care of you, and then they're probably going to come to you also, and you can take care of them, and that also helps you feel better. The third area is to watch your thinking. So what I'm talking about here is the things that your mind says to you that you tend to believe over time. So you might, be thinking something like, gosh, everything is such a mess, everything seems to be going wrong. Or you might be thinking, I can't do any of this. I'm not very good at any of this kind of stuff. Why can't I get a handle on it? And the more that you say those things to yourself, the more you're going to believe those things. So it's very important that you notice what your mind is saying to you and that you be very intentional about switching some of that. So some ways that you can switch some of that is by asking yourself, how can I think about this differently? Or am I ignoring some of the positive things that are going on in my life just because of the heaviness of some of the negative things? So, I think generally that we tend to think of life as a series of ups and downs, highs and lows. And I really don't think that's a very accurate depiction of how life goes for most of us. Most of us, I think, life is kind of like a railroad track, right? Like on one side of the tracks, you've got some things that might not be going so great, might be really hard and stressful for you. On the other side of the track, you've got some pretty positive things going on. So at the same time, there's positive and negative going on. And when I'm talking about the way you think about things is I'm just encouraging you to see if you can balance out the positive and the negative things that you're paying attention to. And when you can do that, you're not going to feel so weighted down by the negative things because you'll be very intentionally focused on some of the positive things. So I hope you take some of these daily practices into consideration and you start to do them, expressing appreciation and gratitude, practicing being vulnerable with somebody, and paying attention to your thinking and intentionally trying to shift your thinking so that it's a little bit more balanced. So I hope those things are helpful. If you have any questions or if you'd like to contact me directly for an appointment or a referral, please do so at 539-777-1129. Or you can also reach me through my website at www.legacycounselingservice.com. So I hope to hear from you and I hope you have a great day. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.